Hello and welcome to another wicked gameplay video. Today we're looking at a really nice plane. This is the Boeing B-17G Flying Fortress. Now this is actually a free plane, unbelievable. This plane is actually free for X-Plane 10 from the website, how do you say this, camsin.org. I'll put that in the description below. He has some other paid planes, but this is a fantastic plane. Absolutely amazing starting sequence. Really gets you immersed in starting this plane, and just fantastic. It's very well done. As you can see, if you just look around this gorgeous looking plane here, it looks spectacular. I did do a startup sequence just once, just to get familiar. This is my second time around doing a video. The first time it was quite challenging to know where everything was in the cockpit. So hopefully this time around I'll be a little bit more familiar with the plane switches, and hopefully we can get underway in a fairly short amount of time. So okay, so let's jump in the cockpit and let's just see how we're going. So this is what it looks like inside here. So what I'm going to do is just try and roll back a little bit. For whatever reason my zoom doesn't want to work. We'll just go backwards so you can just see what this cockpit looks like. Essentially it is just going to quickly go over what's in here. Essentially we've got the pilot's controls down here on the left hand side. Then we have the central control panel, which is just sort of these switches and stuff up here. Then we have the pedestal, which is this section here where the engines are. We have the instruments panel, pretty obvious, that's all this section all the way over to here. Then the head panel, so there is actually a panel above us, there's two here, and there's this inertial drift indicator, whatever that's for. So we're going to have a quick look through all these. So I think we can go to the pilot's panel. You can see this kind of electrical stuff here. The central control panel, let's see if that's, yep, that's this here. That's our switches and engine, you know, things here for the engine, the fuel switches and those sort of things. We've got our flaps here as well. What else we got? 3 is the engine pedestal section, throttles. 4 is instrumentation, so I believe we've got that mapped to there so we can see all those. 5 is the head panel. So we've got this here, which is just your props and your de-icing stuff. And we have the transponder and nav stuff here, your communication stuff. And then this is just another section here. What are these called again? These are the thrust controls prop speed. And then where's the lucky last one? Is down here, which is the inertial drift indicator. So this is kind of like some of your flight control stuff. Wind speed in knots, your trim. Don't know what this does. You can actually turn these on and off. Master trim. Master? I don't know. Haven't flown this plane. Actually, I did fly it just once just to test out, make sure I could get up in the air. I have a tail wheel lock, park brake is on. Okay, so I'm going to try and get through this relatively quickly. If you're trying to get this plane up off the ground, we're going to go through and see how we go with getting this thing off the ground. So the first thing we need to do is push the brake primer. Now, I couldn't find this, which kind of tripped me up. This is the brake primer right down here. Oh. Push pedals on, brake lock, push pedals off. So it says set brake primer, pull back 25% for grass, 50% for hard surfaces. So okay, so we're just going to pull that. This is full, this is about 25. I'm going to leave it to about there. Park brake is on, which it is. We've already looked at that. Park brake is just here, it is on. The taxi wheel is only unlocked when ready to taxi. Here, this is actually up. This is an up. So what does this say? Tail wheel is locked when this is up, unlocked when it's down. Same. So it is locked. check payload, fuel. I'm not going to do any of that. Set fuel crossfeeds to none. Now this was another thing that tripped me up, and again it's way over here. I didn't notice it the first time around, but this here is your crossfeed and fuel selector, which is here. So this is none, none. This is if you want to, I guess, transfer fuel from one tank to another. And this is your tank selector, which is set to all, even though you can't really read that background. So set tank selector to none. That's none there. Okay. So calibrate pedestal. So let's go to pedestals 3. What we're going to do here is toggle manifold pressure selector all the way around. So this is like, we'll set this to 1. So I think they're just saying, you know, just do something like that. Then it says, I'm hoping that you can hear me alright. I might actually just move my instructions to the other side, so I'm still speaking clearly into the mic. Okay, so set the MPS to 1, which is this, which we have here. Toggle the torque limiter all the way around from max pushed forward to none pulled all the way aft. Now that's this little thing here. It's kind of weird. These switches are kind of weird. There we go. So we do that and we pull this back. Now this, I didn't actually use this when I took off. This should be pulled from takeoff to 15,000 feet. Torque limiter. Okay. Toggle all wastegates from on pushed in to all pulled out. So that, these are another thing here. These are the wastegates right here. So we just flick these. And we also just want to push them back in. It's just a toggle and then put them back on. So set all 4 wastegates to on, and that is pushed in. Toggle prop speed handles all the way up and down. So that is, where do I put that? These are the prop handles. So all they're really saying is just put these, toggle these, and we do just want to leave these in the high RPM position. Okay, next thing, back to the throttles. Set these into tricky with the mouse. Haven't got these really mapped to my joystick. Actually, are they mapped? Yes, they are. Silly me. Okay, so we're going to do that. Toggle throttles from min max, then cut the throttles off. Set the magnetos to off. Magnetos. Set the lock mixture off order. Set the magnetos to off. I don't even remember what the magnetos were. Just let me have a quick look. That's probably going to be the pedestal 3 magnetos. Maybe that's in the central control panel actually. Cowl flare, shut off valve, boost. Magnetos. Don't remember doing that. Oops. I don't remember what the magnetos are. Just let me find where these are. Oh, magnetos. I think they're over here. Generator, normal inverter. Am I wrong? I just don't remember where they are. Magnetos. This must not be used to shut the engine down. Now I don't know. So they're the magnetos there. Terrible. What does this say here? If we can just get in here. What does that say on the other side of that magneto there? I just can't see. Oh, so they already are. They're already set to off. That's fine. Okay. They are off. Couldn't remember that they were the magnetos. Set the lock mixture off. Auto system on. Lock mixture. don't remember doing that. I think I missed those steps. Set the magnetos off, set the lock mixture after auto system on. What is this thing? Just quickly checking. Central control panel. I've got a feeling it might be on the pedestal. Mixture controls 6. Mixture control lock. Okay, so it's these things here. This is your, what does this say? This is the automatic mixtures on. When it's pushed and off, it is pulled. Caution, has no effect if any of the waste gets this. When this, I have no idea what that's talking about. This is the automatic mixtures on when it is pushed and off when it is pulled. Caution. Off. So okay, you can see that's off. So the instructions were set the lock mixture off, auto system on, which it's on now. Okay. Now it says turn on battery 1. So it doesn't. I'm just going to assume it's this. Battery 1. I didn't understand it says 1, 3, 4. That was kind of confusing. I couldn't find any other battery. I don't know. Master switch is on. Let me just try and find 7. What's this? No idea what this does. It doesn't want to give me a... Oh, that's the de-ice. Silly me. Okay, so we've turned that on. We're getting close. We're going to turn on the inverters. There they are. Turn the nav lights on. I couldn't find the nav lights. Or the left wing light. Or the radio stack. In fact, I just ignored the whole electricals. Just because I wanted to get it started. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get back to starting the engine. We're gonna go to set the MPS to 8, which is over here. All good. And set the tank selector to all. So that's gonna be over here. So we set this to the right. Can we let us? Yep, it's good. So tank selectors, turn on batteries 2 and 3. So the only thing I can think of is these two here, although it says 3 and 4. Now, we need to unfeather propeller only if on ground. So the only thing I can think of is we pull these out. I believe these are the knobs to feather, although I'm not 100% sure. It does say feather here. And if I have just a quick check of the control panel, let me see if let's just show that section. Uh, 37. I don't see anything for those. It doesn't actually say anything. So I don't know. I'm assuming that's correct by them being out. It worked last time, so let's just run with that. If someone knows, please write it in the comments. It'd be fantastic. So now we're going to turn the fuel pumps on. So this is going to be the fuel pumps here. So I'm going to turn on all 4 and turn fuel pumps on. Fuel pressure. Yeah, it's good for both of those. Then the next thing, turn the fuel valves on. So we'll flick these 4 valves on. And I think if we thought we might see something. Thought I saw something last time. Turn the magnetos to both. So here's the magnetos here. And I'm just going to rotate these around to here. Like so. And we just want to set the throttle to about 1/3, so let's just lift those up to about there, probably about right. And engine start. This is the exciting bit. So we're just going to move over to the starting switches. Just get over here, and what we're going to do is just check that it's clear out there. There's no one there. We'll start this second motor, which should be this one, I think. You're going to hold this for 15 seconds. Not let it go. And wow, there you go. Now I might just start the opposite engine. Oops. So you can see there's a bit of a process involved. Going outside the window there. But let's see if I can see those blades while we're starting the engines. Can't get to that. Let me just get back in there. Can I get it? Oh, we can just see that first engine there. Go. Let's just try and get enough over here to try and see the last engine there. Start this one. I'm wondering how loud that is. I don't know how loud that is. That's all good, and we've got one more engine to go, and we're good. This last one. Pretty cool plane. It's so cool. Such a cool plane. So there we go. We have all our 4 engines running. Don't know how loud that is. Hoping it's not too loud. Okay, now I was just going to take off. We might just have a quick look at turn the engine's generators on. Next thing, turn the generators on there. Check the electrical power is delivered. Set throttle to throttle for manifold pressure. There's this. What does it say? Set throttle for manifold pressure 25. I don't know what that means to go this way. Maybe like this. 25. Set this to, what's it say? Set this to 8 for takeoff. Oh well, let's do that. We're going to leave that on there. So I don't know what that 25 is. I'll have to look at that. Mixture. This is all in a rich position. I had a feeling that these were supposed to be all open, and I've missed these. The steps here. Yep. Just when you're starting, just these calipers should be open. Engine temp should be 40 degrees or greater at engine idle. Oil pressure. Manifold pressure. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. So there's unfeather all props, check for engine. Let's that quietened them down, didn't it? Reset all engines to idle. Turn on beacon. We're not going to do any of that stuff. I'm going to set the flaps. Just going to let me do something with this. I think there is a... Okay, so you can just press, that lifts it up. You can see the gauge there, it's going down. So it should be 1/5. So let's put it as about there. Check all 4 wastegates are on. We can turn the fuel boost off. I don't even know where the wastegates are. So there is a few more things. RPM levers locked on. Set prop speed to 2,500. Oh, that's actually the landing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to get going. So we're going to put this down. Unlock the little here. Oh, go down. So good. We're going to take the park brake off. Kind of weird trying to put this thing down. There we go. Now hopefully we're not moving yet. Alrighty. Let's just taxi onto the runway here. So I'm going to just increase the throttle. Can get some motion. It's this thing. Go down. All the way. Traction here. Alright, these off on the fuel. I'm just gonna get going. Oops. Wrong way. Just turn around. I don't have any rudder pedals. This should be fun. Get it underway here. I'm just using this with the yaw action on my joystick. Alright, so it's over here. Rudders, tail wheels off the ground. Let's see if we can see in the air now. We'll pull back on the stick. There we go, we're up. What a beautiful plane. Probably should be in line with the runway. Never mind. Put our gear up. A bit of a stall warning. what an absolutely beautiful plane, and well worth the effort. And I am looking forward to flying this in FS Economy, which is going to be absolutely amazing to fly, and looking forward to some trips in this plane. So guys, I really thank you for joining me on learning how to start the Boeing B-17G Flying Fortress. I hope you jump on as well and get your own copy of this plane and enjoy it. It looks like a fantastic plane, and thanks for jumping on board and spending some time watching this video. If you like the video, please thumb it up. It's really appreciated. Also, if you want to see more of X-Plane, Euro Truck Simulator, maybe some World of Warcraft and other games, mostly on Steam, please subscribe. Great time to subscribe and help me grow the channel and bring you more fantastic videos coming soon. Thanks again, guys. Talk to you next time.